Hello, YouTube. Sergeant Fidget reporting in, and we are here. The big day, the reveal of Project W, the next Resident Evil chapter coming to Dead by Daylight. Now, for those who maybe don't know, Project W is referenced in Resident Evil 5. And with the leaks and everything coming out, everyone probably already kind of knows, but I long speculated this before the actual leaks, that Wesker, the villain from Resident Evil, one of the main villains, I should say, is in fact coming to Resident Evil, and we're about to find out within the next 4 minutes and 45 seconds. But while we wait for the actual reveal to start, I wanted to read through the note that I referenced that is in Resident Evil 5 that gives kind of a background on Project W. If you're not interested in that and just want to skip right to the actual reveal, I will have a timestamp for you in the description down below. Report on Project W. August 28, 1998. It has been confirmed that the accident at the Raccoon City Arclay Research Facility was due to the involvement of Project W test subject file number 13, therefore referred to as Albert. His death in the accident has made obtaining any further information an impossibility. Albert's death was confirmed by the Information Department. Albert's death puts the current success rate of Project W down to 18%. The quota of qualified individuals for the project has been drastically reduced and must be addressed immediately. This poses a grave situation for any progress that can hope to be made in the project. Since there is no roster of qualified individuals to replace the recent losses, it would be advisable to start selecting individuals from the pool of failed candidates. After this, adjustments can be made that will restore up to 93% of the quota prior to Albert's death. Umbrella Information Department, Albert Wesker. Now, I'm going to try and explain most of this from memory, so if there are any Resident Evil fans watching and I mistake or confuse some details, by all means, please correct me in the comment section down below. The idea of Project Wesker in the Resident Evil lore is that I believe it was Spencer E. Oswell who created the program where he was trying to essentially create a superhuman race of humans. They adopted, since Umbrella is so wholesome, many kids from adoption agencies, orphanages, etc., and basically did experiments on them. Most of the test subjects, the kids, didn't have the kind of positive results that they were looking for. However, I believe there were 13 of them, including Albert Wesker, who did show positive results from the test that they did. So they took those 13 and essentially groomed them to be really well versed in, science, all the different areas, until eventually they reached a certain age where they finally did the last test to see if they could adapt to the virus to become the superhumans. Only 2 of them were successful, and the other 11 died, leaving Albert Wesker and Alex Wesker. In that document that we just saw, Albert Wesker actually faked his death, making Umbrella to believe that only Alex Wesker was the last one alive. Obviously, that was not the case. Albert Wesker was alive and well, which eventually leads to him trying to create the Ouroboros virus from Resident Evil 5, which I believe in about 25 seconds is who we are going to see they are basing their version of Albert Wesker on in this new Dead by Daylight chapter. With that being said, it would be super fun if it was a big plot twist and William Birkin was Project W, but based on the Resident Evil lore, it is more than likely Albert Wesker that we are about to see revealed in the next 5 seconds. 7 minutes. 7 minutes
Hi,
is all we
everyone.
have to
I'm
spare for
Mathieu
you.
Gauthier. I'm the head of partnerships at Behavior. And today I'm super excited to bring you our second collaboration with Capcom in order to extend the Resident Evil content in Dead by Daylight. Now, with this new chapter, the goal for us was to go bigger and deeper with the introduction of 3 new characters from the Resident Evil franchise and to add some big improvements to the Raccoon City Police Station map.
Thank
We
you.
hope that you enjoy these additions.
Terrible
Now,
map.
whether you prefer to play as Jill, Leon, Nemesis, or some of the new characters we're about to announce, we're very proud of the fact that this is only possible to do in one place, and that is Dead by Daylight. Now, that's it for me today. Dave, why don't you tell us a bit more about this big family reunion?
Hey everyone, I'm Dave Richard, Creative Director on Dead by Daylight. First of all, I would like to thank you all for the great reception when we revealed the teaser for the new Resident Evil chapter a few weeks ago during our 6th anniversary broadcast. Today, I'm glad to be back to share more details about it. As some of you may know, it's the first time in the history of Dead by Daylight that we are creating a second chapter in the same licensed universe. As a Resident Evil fan myself, I could not
Until
be
the second
happier
Stranger
to see the
Things
second
content
collaboration
comes.
come to life. So let's talk about the content of Dead by Daylight, Resident Evil, Project W.
We're back in the streets. Rebecca, okay. Rebecca's from Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 0. Oh no, Meg, what happened? Ada. There's the man himself.
I'll kill you quickly.
Pal, let's go.
You will not live to see the dawn.
As predicted, Albert Wesker, based on Resident Evil 5 Ouroboros virus.
Let's start with the two survivors for this chapter. Our first new survivor is Ada Wong, the enigmatic underworld spy. Our unique perks highlight her adaptability to face impossible situations, and they will make you feel like a highly trained double agent. The second survivor is Rebecca Chambers, the biochemistry prodigy. Her unique perks highlight her support skill as a STARS medic and the fact that she is a very fast learner. Now for the killer. After choosing a classic monster from the Resident Evil universe last year with the Nemesis, we've decided to go a different route. This new chapter focuses on the series' iconic villain, the mastermind Albert Wesker, the cold-blooded, ambitious, and driven virologist. Wesker will use his Ouroboros superhuman abilities to dash at incredible speed and attempt to catch survivors.
Cool.
Once a survivor is caught, depending on the situation, Wesker can tackle them, throw them, and try to injure them, or pick them up instantly.
I want to throw survivors
Of course, it
around.
would not be a true Resident Evil experience if there would not be some sort of infection in the power. And thus, any survivor that's caught by Wesker's dash is infected with the Ouroboros virus.
Cool.
This will slow down their movement speed, making them even easier prey. Survivors can alleviate the infection by using sprays found in supply crates around the map.
Same mechanic as Nemesis. Okay.
Wesker comes with 3 unique perks, and they will match his unyielding discipline and will make you feel like an elite superhuman and a grand schemer.
Cool.
Also coming with the new release, some quality of life changes to the Raccoon City Police Station map. We heard your feedback and we analyzed it, and the team worked really hard to make it more enjoyable to play while staying true to the overall Resident Evil feel and design. Moving forward, the Raccoon City Police Station will be split in 2 separate maps.
I figured this was
built
what they
around
were
the
going to do.
west and the east wing. The main hall will remain a consistent presence on both maps, but this new layout will mean that both of the map will be smaller than the original.
This is exactly what they need to do. Just split it
It
in
will
half.
also be far easier to take the action outside with additional access to the exterior section.
Oh, cool.
We've also improved the general flow of navigation by making the maps more porous. There's more entry points now in various rooms and walls. We've also added more space to corridors and rooms to make it more breathable and enable a better gameplay in chases.
Good, because sometimes getting to hooks as both
Finally,
killer and
we've
survivor
worked
felt
on various other
impossible.
quality of life improvements, like reducing dead ends. The updates to the map will, of course, be available for free for all Dead by Daylight players. For any new Steam players, we have something really exciting for you. You'll have the opportunity to get everything at once with the Dead by Daylight Resident Evil collaboration bundle. So I hope you are as excited as us about
Very
this upcoming
excited.
chapter. Please stay tuned for the PTB announcement.
Oh, I
And
was
of
hoping we were
course,
going to get
the
it
official
today.
Release date of Dead by Daylight.
Okay, so everything that we thought we were going to learn turned out to be true. Ada Wong and Rebecca Chambers are the two survivors that are coming with the Project W chapter, as well as predicted, Albert Wesker, not William Birkin, will be coming with, based on the Resident Evil 5 version of Albert Wesker, the Ouroboros virus. You saw a bit of his tentacle in his hand there. So they said he was going to have kind of his, like, a dash attack, which is something I kind of thought maybe they were going to do with Nemesis before they went down the tentacle route of his power, because in Resident Evil 3, Nemesis chases after you and will bolt down the street after you. But I guess they have had it reversed, where they are going to instead be putting sort of like a dash attack on Albert, and it said you can either down them or throw them and infect them. I need to see how that plays out, because even if it costs me the match, I think throwing survivors around the map would be fun as hell. It probably makes more sense. We'll have to see how it all plays out in the PTB. It probably makes more sense just to down them or pick them up, as it said. But like, I just kind of want to throw Meg around, like in the Nemesis chapter trailer, and I'm a Meg main. So I just want to throw her around. I want to throw all the survivors around everywhere. Someone's teabagging you, just dash at them, pick them up, and throw them. How fun does that sound? This sounds great. The Resident Evil Raccoon Police Station being reworked. I think everyone, myself included, right when it came out, within the first week, was like, this map needs to be divided in half, you know, split at the east and west wing. That's exactly what they're doing, which is great. Keep the middle section in, but block off the other side. That will help both survivors and killers all around, because man, getting from, you know, one side to the other to defend like a generator as a killer, or as a survivor going from one side to the other to get someone off a hook, would sometimes take so long that they would like die if you didn't leave instantly. Then there's always like the hooks, like in the library, for example, where it would take so long to maneuver around to get to it that sometimes it was a really close call, again, both as killer and survivor. So them opening up more pathways in the map, making hallways bigger, it sounds like, so not everything's just a whole W down a narrow hallway. Opening up more of the outside areas sounds fantastic, because I have always said the outside maps are always, in my opinion, just way better for this type of game than indoor maps. I feel indoor maps in this game just are kind of counterproductive, because as a survivor you need that wiggle room to be able to maneuver the killer and use different the loops and tiles. And when you're in these indoor maps where it's just hallways, you just feel so helpless against some of the killers. So that's a great change all around. They said the PTB will be out soon, so I'm going to assume today is August 3rd, Wednesday, August 3rd. So my guess will be next week. Don't quote me on that, but that's going to be my guess, that it'll be out next week, if not 2 weeks from now, with probably a September launch for Project W. I will definitely be checking out the PTB over on my Twitch stream. So if you're curious to see me check it out, again, presumably next week, come follow us over there, and make sure you hit the subscribe button here for all your future Dead by Daylight content. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are looking forward to Project Wesker as I am, and we will see you in the next video.